right, slave. Work to do.
In the darkest tunnels and beneath the deepest mountains, the Skaven lurk and scheme, waiting for the perfect time to strike and cover the world in a tide of darkness. In our last video, we learned how the Skaven came to be, according to Chilean legends. The Doom of Kavzar is an ancient text of 13 stanzas that depict how the once great city known as Kavzar fell to a vermintide fueled by dark magic. In this episode, we will travel to SKAVENBLIGHT, the so-called greatest den of the Ratmen, and plunge into the dark depths of the most infamous of undercities. It is said that after the children of the Horned Rat overran the city that was to become SKAVENBLIGHT, they were forced to expand quickly, as their numbers only seemed to grow. They opened tunnels by day as the surface was too dangerous for the Ratmen. Wild orcs and somewhat organized human tribes roamed the nearby lands. Now, with the passing of time, uncountable Skaven lairs exist throughout the entire world. Tunnels run across the mountain ranges, rocky cliff lines, below rivers, and through volcanoes. No place is safe from the grasp of the vermintide. When Skaven lairs get too big, they become undercities. Typically, these undercities can grow under the largest of settlements. While dwarves and elves have grown too cunning for such things, from experience and nature, respectively, undercities thrive under filthy and unkept conditions. The sewers of many of the cities of the Empire are prime for Ratmen infiltration and growth. However, no undercity can even come close to the vile metropolis that is the capital city of the Skaven. Ever since the inception of the Skaven, thousands of tunnels have been opened and widened through time. But all tunnels can be said to lead to one blighted place, to the rotting heart of the world. SKAVENBLIGHT is the capital of what one would call the Skaven race, though calling them a unified society is simply untrue. This decay-ridden nexus is a truly massive underground settlement, with countless tunnels crossing with one another, forming a chaotic network of passages wired with all forms of traps that only a Skaven from the right clan would know how to go through. Surrounded by seemingly endless swamps and murky waters, SKAVENBLIGHT is permanently covered in a thick layer of poisonous smog that prevents the light of the sun from penetrating its gloom. Beyond the blighted marshes and the stench, one can see the sky-piercing tower that crowns the decaying and twisted city. But the big majority of the tunnels, breeding pits, and infernal machines can be found underground, where there are innumerable levels and caverns that make SKAVENBLIGHT an impossible labyrinth to understand. What's most impressive is that the city is so massive that through its innumerable tunnels and passages, it extends thousands of miles in all directions beneath the surface, even diving into the roots of the World Edge Mountains and beyond. SKAVENBLIGHT is the trade center of the Under Empire. From all across the world do Skaven clans come to the most populated city to trade and barter. At the center of the city, deep, many miles beneath the surface, lies the great temple of the Horned Rat. This place is only accessible through a mechanism of levers and massive chains that are lowered into the depths of the city. Here lies the Council of 13.
I kill dwarf things in Pillar City. No! Clanmores go to Southlands. Hunt for Warpstone. Moors are puppet minion. Pestilence infest Lastria. Yes. But all Warpstone for Council plan.
The leaders of the greatest layers of the Ratmen hold 12 seats, while the 13th is symbolically held in reserve for the Great Horned Rat. There they plot and plan the end of the world, and the final ascension of the race to the surface.
Return to your site plan. Harvest Warpstone. Yes, most precipitous of masters. And flay yourself, your impertinence. Or it will be done, your worship.
Many armies have attempted to siege and end the Skaven menace by attacking at the very heart of the race. All with no avail. Black-clad and shadowy figures would seemingly emerge from the mud and drag any invaders down with them, their verminous eyes fixed on killing any trespasser that dares to step close to the blighted Martians. Diabolical machines powered by dark magic are forged within the crowded mines and factories beneath and unleashed upon the enemies of the Horned Rat. In the end, every soldier sent to the marshes has disappeared, either swallowed by the fog, the mud, or the Ratmen. Against the ever-growing corruption of SKAVENBLIGHT, there seems to be no way to stop the rising swampland from rotting the world with each passing day.
On this channel, we are putting together narrative Total War cinematic battles and Warhammer lore videos. A special thank you goes to our Patreon supporters who help us in the making of more content. You can also directly support the channel through Patreon. Find the link in the description below. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button to be the first to watch the next video. Thank you for watching and see you on the next one.